last sessions what we discussed? We discussed the adobe command in our Ansible. Already we discussed the different command in our Ansibles. Like if I want to check the date, suppose I want to check the OML, then I want to check the uptime, then we can check based on the Ansible command. If I want to install the Git software in my machine, then what we have to do here? So we have to go with YAML model. Already we discussed the YAML model. What is the YAML model? So whatever you want to install it, then we have to go with YAML model. So after that we discussed the Ansible Playbook. So what is the Ansible Playbook? So Playbook is nothing but whatever we have the instruction in that. Suppose I'm going to install the one configuration for my machine. At that time we are going to add some configuration in our playbook, and then we are push the playbook into the Ansible control node. Then control node will take the playbook script, then it will be executed for all my managed node. Then after that, what we have? We have the one inventory file. So what is the inventory file? Inventory file is nothing but how many machines we are going to manage it. So we have the configuration that is called as the inventory file. After that, we started the YAML. What is the YAML? YAML is nothing but yet another markup language. It is used to store the data in human and machine readable format. Earlier it was XML, but right now we are going to use the YAML. So while we writing the YAML file, so we have the just like a key and values. So suppose I want to write the simple YAML file, then what we have to do here? So we have to go with, we have the, just I'm creating here the one test YAML in my VS code, because in the VS code we have the proper lining formatting, so that's why I'm going to use here the only VS code. You can use the any of the text editor, anything. And suppose if we are not understanding the YAML, if it is correct or not, then we have the one YAML validations in our website. So so suppose I want to validate the YAML, then we can use the this website YAML edit, then you can paste your code. Then we can resolve our issues, because indentation is a very important. If we are not giving the proper indentation, then we will get an error in that. So that is the thing. So we have to follow here. Suppose I want to write it the simple YAML file. Suppose uh, I'm going to create a one YAML file that is called the, we can call it test.yml. So it can be anything extension test.yml, otherwise we can call it as a YAML. So both are the same. Okay. So it depends on me. So whenever we starting the YAML file, then we have to start from the like this. Okay. After that, once we write it, then we have to, suppose I'm going to create a one YAML file. I'm going to represent the employee data with company and job details. Then what you have to do here? So this is my employee. Then after that, what we have to do here? Then ID. What is the ID? So we can say it is a job ID. So 1, 2, 3 like this. After that, what we have to do here? So we can say a name. So then we have the Raju name. So it can be anything. Okay. So just I'm going to create a just simple YAML file. So just we are writing first how to complete the YAML. So this is my YAML. So employee, in this employee we have the ID name. So in this we have the multiple values. So that's why we are added here the employee ID and name. After that we are going to say the company. In that company, just I'm going to add the ABC, that is my company. Then after that I'm going to address my company. Then after that I'm going to add the here the give me a moment. Okay. After that, what we have to add here? So just I'm going to add the job like this. Suppose we can see color. So experience. After that, title is a job. Then just I'm going to add here the simple. Give me 1 minute. We have to follow the proper indentation. Otherwise, it will be getting an error in that. Okay. After that, this is my simple YAML file. So just we are going to add. After that, just I'm adding the three dots here. So this is my starting, this is my ending of my YAML file. So if I'm going to create it, suppose I want to create it one machine configuration, then what we have to do here, we have to say follow here. So in that YAML file, we have the three sections. First is the host section. Whatever we are writing the YAML file, so we can say this is my playbook. In that playbook, we have the three contents. First one is a host section, another is a variable section, third one is a task section. Because host section is nothing but it is a representing the target machine to the execute task. Suppose I am targeting to the my control node to the manage node. Then we have to mention the host name. Suppose I am going to the host all. Then what will be happen here? So we are targeting to the all machines in our answer. So how many machines we created right now? We created the two machines in our AWS. So at that time I'm targeting to all machines. Then what you have to do here? So just I'm mentioning their host all. Suppose I want to create the data in my only web server machine. Then what you have to do here? So we have to mention the host then web server. That is the thing. So mainly we have the three contents. In that first one is the host section, third one is the variable section, and third one is the task. So variable section is used to the declare the variable required for the playbook execution. So whatever we require the variables, so that type of variables we are going to add it in our playbook. After that, we have the third section that is called the task section. In this task sections, we are going to define the what operations we want to perform using of the Ansible. So that is the thing we have the in our playbooks writing. So while I'm creating any kind of the playbooks, at that time we have the only three sections. One is the host section, second is the variable section, third one is the task section. So in this task section, so we are going to define the what type of task we want to perform by using of the Ansible. So this is the we have the playbook writing. So this is my simple playbook. So I'm going to declare my employee details. In that employee details, we have the ID, then my employee name, then company, then title and experience. So this is the we have the simple file. Suppose I want to already we created the give me 1 minute. Already we created the you can see here the already we created the three machines. One is a control node. After that we have the two manage node. In that two manage node, so already we know that how to create it. Already we completed the setups here. So in this AWS account in dashboard, we know that where is we have the this is my control node, this is my manage node. So already we perform this Ansible architecture here. So just I want to ping to all my machines. Then what we have to do here? Suppose I want to write it the one playbook. By using of this playbook, I want to ping to my all managed node. Then what you have to do here? So we are going to start first host section. In this host sections, so where is my VS code? In this host sections, I'm going to write it here. Suppose you can verify are we corrected or not here. So we can by using of this, so we can validate here. So you can see the go. Then you can see the validate YAML is here. Suppose if I miss indentation here, then what will be happen here? You can see all mapping items must be start. Then we will get the error here. So once we click on the code, then we will get the here. So you can see that it's a validated. So if you whenever we started doing of the practice on the YML, then it is difficult to understand first time. After that, uh, once we familiar about the YML file, then there is no need to validate every time for the YML file because we know that how to write it and how to perform with indentations also while we writing of the any playbook. So you can see here the here we have the okay. After that, what we have to do here? So my YML is started from here. So I'm going to start here the post. Okay. Then I'm saying like this all because I want to ping to all my managed node. After that, what we are going to see here. So you can see here the I'm getting some 1 minute. I'm getting some here you can see the recommendation. So by using of the recommendations you can use here, otherwise you can leave it. Okay. After that I'm going to see here the I want to perform the task. So what is my task name here? Then this is my name. So we are going to see here the this is my parent. So this one is a parent, this one is a parent, this one is a child. So I'm saying here like this ping all managed nodes. After that, I'm going with ping model. So what is the purpose of this ping model? Ping is nothing but it's a model. So we can say called as a by using of the ping model, we can ping to all my managed node by using of the control node. So already know that what is the purpose of the Ansible. So Ansible is nothing but we can say called as a whatever we want to create the configuration in the multiple files, then we can create the one configuration and we can perform same configuration in all my machines. So that is the purpose of that one. So after that, I'm going to close this. This is the optional. So if I want to close, this is the optional. Starting also is optional. Dash dash and this one is also optional. Okay. So just I'm going to say my YML file is correct or not here. So you can validate here. So you can see here the three dots are removing from here, and also it is adding something from their side because if we are pinging to the main machine, then we are getting the null here. But I don't want to mention like this. So let's see, can we perform this with code or not? I don't want to suggestion from that YML editor side. Okay. So here, can we see here? Let me change here the present working directory where we are in. We are in the home and Ansible because already we created a one users here. First time whenever we connected with my control node machine, then we can see the EC2 machine. After that, we know that how to switch to my user. Sudo su then my username. After that, what we have to perform? We have to perform the cd till because we are pointing to my Ansible home directory. Otherwise, we are not pointed to my home directory of Ansible. So we are going to perform here the one playbook. So I'm going to create it one playbook here. 1 minute. VI then after that I'm saying here the 01. Okay. So right now we are in the edit mode. Then what we have to do here? So we have to paste it here. So just whatever we copied, I want to paste it in my file. then just we have to click on the right click. Then we will get all whatever we have the copied data. After that, I want to exit from this file. Then press escape, then colon W2. Then we are going to exit from that. So I want to check my file is created or not here. So you can see the so we have the one file here. Just we created. After that, I want to perform this file. Then what we have to do here? So we have to perform with our Ansible command. So I want to perform this playbook. So already we know that we have the 01 ping.yml file. After that, I want to perform this file. Then what we have to do here? So we have to go with Ansible, then dash, then playbook. We will discuss how many commands we have the version of the Ansible. We have the so many commands we have to learn it in our session. Okay. After that, what we have to do here? So we have to mention my file name here. Then ping.yml. You can see here the are we going to perform or not here? See, you can see here the we performed here the here you can see here the we perform and we can see the okay and you can see here the we perform our task. Why we are getting this task? Because we pin to all my managed node. So what we had here the description. So we had a discussion. Give me 1 minute. So we had a description here, ping all managed node. So that's why we are going to see here the ping all managed node. So already we discussed how many contents we have in the playbook. One is a host section. So host section will be decided how many machines we are going to involve in my control node. So right now we are involved all machines. How many machines we have right now? We have the two managed node. So one is a managed node, one is a DB server, another is a web server. So that is called as a host. After that, what we have? We have the variable section. So if we want to declare the variables to required for the playbook execution, then we will include the variables. Otherwise, we are direct included the task. So in this task, I don't want to variables, so that's why I didn't mention here. So you can see here the in this task we performed one task section. What type of task we perform? So I'm going to ping to all my managed nodes by using of the control node. This is my ping model. By using of the ping model, we are decided here the to define the operations whatever we want to perform by using of the Ansible. So that's why we are ping to successfully here. So one is a managed node. This one is a one managed node. So you can see the okay. So what is the meaning of the okay is nothing but we perform the successfully here. If I'm going to say like this with same command, suppose I'm performing the again same command, then what will be happen here? You can see here that are we going to ping or anything changes here? So you can see here the we can see here the okay because are we going to create anything here? Right now we cannot see the major difference in between because we don't have any much data in our playbook files. But in upcoming sessions, I will show you so what are the advantages of the Ansible because whenever we are performing the again and again same command, then we cannot execute this same playbook. So we can execute the whatever we have the playbooks we can execute, but we cannot create the data again and again in my managed node because already we know that if we perform once our data is created, once our configuration is created in my managed node, then again I'm trying to create the same configuration and then Ansible won't be allowed to create it because duplications are not allowed in our Ansible. Already we discussed this topic in our advantages in our Ansible. So after that, what we performed here, by using of the Ansible playbook, we created one playbook and we run our playbook. So we have the another commands, like suppose I want to check the my syntactically correct or not here. So whatever we created the playbooks, I want to check the my syntactically is correct or not. Then what we have to do here? So we have to perform the syntax dash syntax Ansible playbook, then my file name, then dash, then dash. After that, we have to perform the check here. So you can see the, are we getting any error in that? No, we are not getting any error, because if we have any issue, then we will get an error. After that, suppose I want to check how many hosts in my machines, in my playbooks. Suppose I want to check how many hosts we are going to use it in my playbooks. Then what you have to do here? So we have to perform the list, then host. So you can see here the how many hosts we have. We can see here the pattern. In this pattern, we are going to use the two hosts. This one is the first managed node. This one is the second managed node. In that, we can see the pattern. That is mean we are going to all use hosts. If you want to check the how many hosts are in our playbook file, then we can use the Ansible, then dash, then playbook, then list host. This is my we can say called as a, it will be display the which host would be affected by a playbook before the run. That is called as a, we have the list host. After that, we already discussed the run playbook. By using of the Ansible dash playbook, we can run our and playbook file. After that, I want to confirm each task before running the wheel. Suppose we have the so many tasks, and that I want to debug that file. Then what we have to do here? So we have to go with step command. By using of the step, we can identify how many steps we are going to perform in my playbook. So whenever when I click on here, you can see that it will be ask me to perform the task. So we have the, if we want to continue, if we want to no, if we want to yes. If we click the yes, then we will get the next step. So that is means we are, by using of the step command, we are going to read by my we are going to read one by one our playbook script. So when I click on the yes, then you can see the, we are going to perform the task here. So it will be, so you can see the we perform host. Once we perform the host, after that we are in the, so once we perform the host, after that we are in the task step. After that, it will be ask me if you want to perform the task. Yes, I want to perform the task. Otherwise, if we don't want to perform this task, then what we have to do here? So just we have to click the N. After that, we will exit from that command. So step is nothing but we are going to read our YAML file step by step here, and it will be asked me again and again for every step. If you want to perform this step, if you want to perform this step, then we will decide it. Yes, we want to perform, otherwise we want to continue. Yes and continue both are the same, and we have the no also. Then we can see here the no. If we enter the L, then we will exit from that step. So that is the thing, we have the step command here. Suppose I want to, again we have the, this is my Ansible playbook, then my playbook name here, and we have the verbose mode. Verbose mode is nothing but we have to enter the 3 times the v. That is called as a how many we can say called as a here you can see the uh, whenever we going to perform in the playbook, so we have the some internal configuration, then we can see the all internal configurations whatever we are going to perform here. You can see here the once we requested to make playbook from side, then we will get the some response. That is called the ping pong. Ping pong is nothing but we are requesting from our side, then we are getting some response side. That is called as a. So if you want to check the how playbook internally works, then we can go with verbose mode. That is the we have the command. So ping pong is nothing but we successfully ping to the by managed node by using of the control node. So that is the thing we have here. So what was the our playbook here? So in that what was the purpose in that playbook? So we have the uh, one script. In that one script, we are going to perform the post all to my machines and we are pinging to all my machines. Then what we are going to here? So we are going to ping to all my machines by using of the control node. Already we discussed here the architecture. In this architecture, we have the one master machine. In that one master machine, we are going to manage my all my manage node. So we can say called as a Ansible control node is a we have the one machines. In that one machines we can say called as a this is my admin machines. You can consider from your end. After that we have the manage node. How many manage node we can create it here? Number of manage node we can create it depends on our requirement. So we created the two managed node. So one is a DB server, another is a web server. So it depends on anything. So we can add in our inventory file. Suppose I want to another managed node that's called as a application server managed node. Then we can add in the inventory file. Inventory file is nothing but we are going to how many machines we are managing from our end, we are going to mention in our inventory file. So how many commands we learned here in our YAML file, in our Ansible. So almost we learned the 5 command. One is a syntactically. If you want to check this syntactically, if any error in my playbook, then we can go with syntax check command. If you want to how many hosts in my playbook before going to the executions, then we can go with list host. That then we are getting the how many hosts in our playbooks. Then we will get the list. After that, if I want to run the playbook, then we can go with Ansible Playbook and then we have to mention our playbook name. If I want to uh, perform if I want to perform each and every step before running at that time we have the step. So if I want to ask every time it will be ask me we are going to perform this step, then we have to take the decision. If we want to perform, then we can go with yes, otherwise we can exit from that. So that is called as a confirm each task before running with by using of the step command. After that, we have the verbose mode. In this verbose mode, how playbook internally works, we have the configuration here. So you can see the how it works playbook internally. You can see the all configuration here by the on the verbose mode. So after that, just we perform the simple. We return the simple one playbook. In that playbook, just we are pinging to the control node to the all managed node. So in that we have the only 3 content. One is a host, one is a variable, third one is a task. So this is the our playbook. Whatever we want to write it the playbook. So then we have to go with YAML file. We have to write it the playbook. After that, once we write it the YAML file, then we can execute that file. Once we execute that file, then we will get the all configuration. So just we see the our simple playbook. After that, in upcoming sessions, we will jump on our next topic and we will start to write it the playbook. So in that playbook, we will learn the every day the YML file. So in that, just we have to mention the host task and variable. So we have suppose I want to create a file in my managed node. Then how to create it? Then we have to mention the host and task. In host, we will decide it, how many machines we are going to include it. In task, uh, what we are going to performing. So I want to create a one file. Then once we mention the name, after that we have to mention the file path state. So this is the one by one we are going to perform our YML file and we will get the output. After that, we will learn each and everything in our YML file in our upcoming sessions. And after that, once we completed our YML task, then we will jump on our next topic. I think that's it for today. Thank you guys.